That was nice. Sorry. Jonathan's dropping a bunch of stuff over here by me. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see everybody tonight. Welcome, everybody that's watching on the podcast. Got a pretty good show tonight, we think. Anyway, we believe we should have.
Always. It's always a great show.
We can tell ourselves.
Nothing but the best.
Oh. What's new, Ed?
Not much. My tractors still aren't ready to go.
Yeah, mine either.
We need to have a good weekend on it to be close enough that we'll have it ready.
I still got a rear end sitting on the shelf. So
Jonathan finally put the rear end back in his last night.
Okay.
So that was one piece of the puzzle we needed, but I'm getting really tired of fitting stuff, taking it back off, fitting it, taking it back off. I need to hear a run here sometime pretty soon.
Right. Can't get discouraged not hearing it run.
Yeah.
Basically we got a show full of polls that we want to talk about this week. So first one is down at Liberty, Kentucky, the 12th annual Winter Nationals. Whole slew of classes, 2 separate sleds, kind of a garden tractor side, and then a modified up to mini rods on the other side with the Dragon Wagon sled. It'll be another great place to pull again this year, I believe.
First year that Adam's going to have all the classes.
Both days, right?
Yep, both days.
Yep, both days, all the classes, both days. So it'll be 2 full days of pulling.
I think I seen that he's going to have the place open at 6:00 on Thursday night. If you want to get stuff in.
Okay.
I think it's there at the bottom of the.
Yep.
Okay.
6 p.m. Eastern, Thursday. See anybody with questions on that? Adam Montgomery. Is this? I didn't know if his number was on here or not.
Yeah, in between the two schedules.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
I had my screen small yet, so
Oh,
I can't read.
that's better. Yeah.
Let's see. Next, the Keystone Nationals are coming up.
There you go.
And I'm sure that'll be another good show out there. Seem like they're growing every year. I don't know what their smallest class is per se. I don't know. They run stock tractors. I don't know.
I believe they do.
I know they go up to motorcycle tractors, and they got the Economods too during the day.
They've added some classes. They've got a small tire class now.
Okay.
They've got a big tire, small block Chevy class, but it can be naturally aspirated, so naturally injected. They've got a big block class, and then they have I don't know what they're calling it. They called it an LS class because they're afraid of the LSs out there, but it's like what Greg Vandenvoort class, kind of more of an open class, I guess, if you want to say.
All naturally aspirated.
Yeah, all naturally aspirated.
Yep. Okay.
They run a lot of them 410 cubic inch sprint car engines out there that's got the mechanically injected. That year I took the V6 out there and missed making the finals by 1 spot, so we were pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Neat place, very neat place to pull at.
Looks like a neat place. I've always wanted to go out there. They still don't have 4 cylinders, do they? 4-cylinder class?
I'm not sure on that, on the garden tractor side, because they pull during the day.
Okay.
and then most of the mini rods and all the big stuff pull at night.
Oh, they did pull mini rods at night. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure when they did them. Yep.
Yep. They pull them at night. I think Friday is they're calling it mini rod extravaganza or something. I think all the mini rods pull on Friday.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to have like an early session, late session, or how they're actually going to do it, or how many they're taking to the finals or anything.
Sure. Rob Long's on to talk about the spring shootout, 21st annual this year.
Yeah, March 21st and 22nd. Trying to learn some things from last year, trying to make the track a little bit better yet. I think last year for the first year of clay, it turned out pretty good. You know, teching will be open 3 to 7 on Thursday, Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and we start pulling at 11 a.m. And then Saturday, tech is open from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. with a 10 a.m. start pull time.
Okay.
So right now, pre-entries are up another 20% from last year even.
Wow.
So got a great number of pre-entries already. So
A lot of
should be really
25s.
good show. Huh?
I said you got a lot of 25s coming. I figured with that class splitting up, you'd have quite a few coming in.
I'm not sure what the number is on pre-entries, but there's been a lot of interest in it. Yes.
I figured that'd be a big one.
Yeah, hopefully it helps, you know, some of the smaller people. There's a lot of classes that run the smaller coolers, so hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should help for sure.
But you'll never make everybody happy, but hopefully it's evens the playing field a little bit.
Right. It's hard. Everybody's club is different, so it's hard to get them all into one. So
Well, and that's just it. Everybody builds their motors for their summer series and stuff like that. They don't build them for one winter pull. So
right.
you know,
Just cool to have a place to go, or two up north that they can in the wintertime, That's pretty cool.
Yep, that's the best part.
You got concessions is normal, I'm assuming.
Yep. Concessions is normal. Friday, Saturday. There will be several vendors there with merchandise and stuff. So got that stuff set up. We'll have raffle drawing both days. Got a lot of neat stuff for raffles this year. So that should be a big plus. Yeah, it's 50-50 drawing, all that stuff. Same as usual, but just small improvements, trying to make it a little bit better.
Never ending battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. There's always some place to improve.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Brandon, I want to back up to Adams Pool next weekend. That will be the first hook of your guys' little indoor series. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna try to talk about that a little bit later here, but yeah, that'll be the first hook of the season on that. So,
Rob, you plan on kind of running the same class order and stuff that you had the last couple of years? Really no change up in that at all, correct?
I can't see it being any changes, but then again, that's up to Scott. That's his department, not mine. I have nothing to do with setting that class order. They try to split them up so that somebody running, isn't running on both sleds at the same time, and they'll try to stagger it the best as possible. But for the most part, I'm assuming it'll be pretty close to the same.
Okay. Trying to think.
well, it certainly looks like it's going to be a big turnout again.
Yes.
Seems like it keeps getting bigger every year, and it's
Well, I think the word with the new dirt last year, I think a lot of people love seeing that, and I think that's again going to bring another probably 5% more back this year just because of that new dirt. And everybody loved it last year, so that
the feedback was good. Yeah, feedback was very good on the new clay. So And and Saturday we changed the little things as far as packing the track. Saturday the roller kind of ate up and dried out the side on the south side. So try and do something a little bit different there. Try and keep it so it doesn't dry out, 2/3 of the way through the pole like that again. Just small changes, trying to make it stay more consistent.
Sure.
Chandler, we're looking forward to seeing you too. We love all the pictures you take at these events. Everybody that takes photos, we love it. But yeah, Chandler, we're looking forward to seeing you too.
Chandler will be down in Liberty,
Really?
from what I understand.
You had a couple guys going from Tri-County down to Liberty, Chuck, or?
Yeah, I'm going, of course. Of course, we're taking both of ours. Chad Hawthorne's going down. He bought a new one about 3/4 of the way through the season last year. Big tire mini, so he's going down. I know there's a few guys that are still waiting on engine stuff. Daryl was going to go down with this. He's still waiting on a cam. Trayton Mallory is going to go down. He was still waiting on an engine. So, but yeah, there's a few of us from Tri-County going down.
There you go.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, he'll be at Liberty, Waterloo, and New Richmond.
Sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
I haven't talked to Ron yet to see what he was planning on making.
I think I seen him earlier today that he's planning on going to Liberty. So
Yeah, last I talked to him, he was going to try to
all
go.
three of them, I believe, but
Yep.
Liberty, Waterloo, and New Richmond from
Yep.
the way it sounds.
Gotcha.
I know there's a big pull down in Tennessee this weekend too. That same weekend.
Oh,
I think it's a TNT, big truck and tractor pull. I
Gotcha.
believe that's where full pull is going to be for that weekend. So, anybody make it to Liberty? I know Travis, you were out there, or not Liberty, but Louisville.
Yeah, we're down in Louisville. Good
Oh.
show.
Were you there all weekend, or?
Yeah, we got there late. Actually, it was about 4:00 Wednesday morning. We showed up, and we were there all week. We got third in preliminaries on Wednesday with the Giddy Up tractor, and made the finals for Saturday. So we were there all week.
Very cool. Very
and
cool.
held first the whole class. The very last tractor. That was
So the
awesome.
very last tractor.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, thought maybe we had them finally, but didn't work out.
So, Rob, this is new. You guys are doing the stock youth class both days?
Yes. I forgot that part. My bad.
Okay. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No, none at all. I didn't have that in my notes.
Notes.
No, I was going to say notes. Wow, you guys are way ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody sending me pictures of stuff, so to mention, so we're good.
Is that that stock youth? Is that a 950-pound class, or is that still 1050?
That is 1050, yes.
That is 10. Cool.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Oh, is there anything else you can think of, Rob? I know we're all looking forward to going. I love coming out. I have a real good time out there.
I don't think so. I just, it's great to see the early numbers coming in. It's just the best part seeing everybody come out and have a good time. It's a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, and that's the most important part of it. So it's just nice to get to go places in the winter and pull with different people.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Rob, you headed down to Liberty next weekend?
The plan is, yes, if I can get things back together. I only have one of the three ready.
What are you waiting for? Wednesday?
No.
Next Wednesday?
One's got a short block on the stand yet. And so changing converters. So a bunch of different stuff. Yeah.
I guess for you, Rob.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect any less.
Well, we hope we see you down there.
Yeah.
I hope so. I have everything here. I just got to get the time to get it put back together.
What are you doing talking to us then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of long days at work. So by the time I get home from work, it's hard to get any motivation to go down to the shop.
I hear you.
I know how that
I
is.
hear you. I looked
I've
at
tried
mine
to push
today.
myself an hour or two every night at least so I can get something accomplished. And
Yep.
Mhm.
So I told the boys tonight, I said, I'm gonna get something to eat for you guys going, and I'm going back to the shop. And I'm like, oh crap. We got a podcast tonight.
yep.
Yep.
Guess I'm not going back to the shop.
Yeah, I don't think I can think of anything else.
Okay. Well, we're all
Just looking forward to seeing everybody, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see everybody in Liberty beforehand anyway. So
Yeah.
and
yeah.
Yep. Sounds
if
good.
anybody does want them, Scott will have entry forms that we are planning on bringing down there. So if anybody needs them, we will have some available.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Let's hope it's a little warmer down there. It was
No
20
kidding.
degrees in Louisville. It was
Yeah.
not very
Well,
nice.
it
That
says
looks like a miserable weekend in Louisville. I hate to say.
Then we left Louisville Sunday morning with 2 inches of snow.
Drove in snow all the way home, didn't you?
Up to Indy. Once we got out of Indy, then it was good. But it was a mess down there.
well, it's supposed to be towards 50 the next few days, so hopefully it'll dry out some.
Yeah. They're getting a lot of rain down there right now. It's
Yeah.
flooding pretty good. I haven't heard if it's in Liberty or not, but it's Tennessee. That area is flooded again. So
I did see on Google Maps, we were just looking at different routes to take down. You come right up, may run into some flood issues or something, but we're still a week away.
Oh yeah.
looks like it's snowing down there right now. So
Great.
Great.
hopefully it's 70 degrees and we can have all the doors open and everybody will be alive when we're ready to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Not sound like Travis the week after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ron says he's planning on hitting all three, mom permitting.
Ah, awesome. Hope she's doing all right.
What's that?
Oh, Ron said that he's planning on hitting all three poles.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Well, I guess we move on to the next one.
Well, the Midwest Spring Super Bowl there, April 4th and 5th into Richmond, Wisconsin. So pretty much the same show we had last year. We did add a couple of new classes. We've got for the mini rod guys, we've got a 1900 combo class, which is big tires, 370 and an automatic transmission, and 34-inch tires up to I think it's just a small block, but they can run a gearbox and a clutch. Then we added a 1,800-pound 31-inch tire class. I'm hoping that'll bring. I think there's a lot of those tractors up in the New Richmond area that haven't been coming because they don't quite fit with the 34-inch tire guys. So I'm hoping that'll help. Let's see. We've got 2 youth classes each day, 14 horsepower youth, and then this year the youth classes will be 100% payback. We're going to do a raffle. Not sure if we're going to do it both days. We've got some, and maybe we'll do. We're going to have a raffle. I'm not sure if it'll be both days, but 50-50 both days, and then yeah. We've got a new website this year, and last year we didn't do the online registration, and we got a lot of feedback that people like that. So we tried to go back, and it's either you can do a full online registration or kind of a hybrid registration. And Matt and Daniel Creswick are help us out with that, and they do a great job. They're volunteers, and they've done a really good job. When you're going through the website, you just click on menu and click on registration, and you can fill in your information. The one thing we've noticed is if you're in there filling it out, make sure you put your name and your tractor name in there, And then if you go through and you pay online, make sure you wait for the confirmation page. We can get through without it, but it's a more of a manual process. So, but if you don't want to pay online and you want to just mail it in and save a couple bucks, you can just print the form when you're done and write a check and mail it to me, and we'll get you signed up. So we've got added money in a bunch of classes already, in some mini rod classes. The limited pro stock diesel classes are going to have added money, and I think there's a couple super mod classes that'll have added money as well. We've got a few new sponsors that just came on board, and so we're really happy for that. If there's anybody out there that wants to be a sponsor, get a hold of me, and we'll get you worked out for that. And the cool part, I guess the really cool thing that we're excited for is Full Pull Live is going to be there both days, and they're going to live stream the whole event for free on Facebook and YouTube. So we're really excited for that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Well done there to get garden tractors and the mini rods and all that exposed. That's going to be awesome. I think they'll have a very, very well turnout on their viewing and stuff like that. So
Yep. We're hoping it works out good, and that's as far as the Full Pull stuff, that's really all I can say on that now. But we're excited there, for more to come on that as well. And yeah, we're really excited. Last year we changed up. We had a parking map, and we had somebody out there kind of directing. I think that worked a lot better than in years past. Like Rob said, their registration is up. Our registration is up at least 20% as well. A lot of new tractors that I haven't seen before. So, when everybody comes in, and you're going to have to park as tight as you can. And I'm really hoping we don't have a lot of snow, because I don't know where I'm going to put you on. I want enough snow that and I shouldn't say this probably, but I want enough snow that they can't race, because that was a pain last year on Saturday.
Yeah.
But, I need it clear enough that we have lots of parking, and if there's no snow, and it's dry enough, we have plenty of room up on top of the hill. But it gets really tight in there if there's a bunch of snow. So
Sure.
if we have snow, we'll be moving snow when we need to be working on the track. But the track is coming around really good. I think the Wisconsin sled side held really well last year. I was really happy with it. I didn't hear any complaints that I can remember, and I think we held it really good all weekend. The mini rod side, there's just enough sand in there. It's hard to hold that when the guys are coming off the line, but we've got some ideas for that, and we're gonna make a few changes there. But yeah,
Cool.
Trying to think if I have anything else.
I do have to say, Matt, this is our hopefully first time up there, if everything goes right. But just reading through some of your classes is very, very unique on what you've done with, like, the V6s pulling with the V8s that can have a turbo or stuff like that. I'm like, wow, I really kind of got into the rules. Pretty cool idea. Of course, we're just a natural aspirated V6. Not much horsepower to run with the V8s, but she loves to run, and we're excited to come up and run with you guys.
Well, we're excited to have you and everybody else. And it's like Rob kind of said earlier, everybody's summer rules are so different. And when you come to these winter pulls, we got to kind of open the rules up a little bit and try to get everybody to pull together. And I mean, we're already running almost 40 classes over 2 days, and it's a lot of hooks. And hopefully we can keep everybody happy, but we can't have a class for everybody, I guess is what I'm saying. And so we got to be willing to make some concessions and come and have a fun. And it's as much, and everybody wants to come pull, and you're there to have fun, but it's as much about hanging out with your buddies and meeting new people and seeing stuff you've never seen before. And
we don't have fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I said, we don't have fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
No fun at all. And I last year, well, every year so far, I've left on Saturday night, and by the time I get home, I just go to sleep. And I told my wife, I says, if everybody that is camped out on the hill again this year, I'm just going to stay and come home Sunday morning since I got the camper there anyways. Because, but yeah, it's, we tried to open the rules up and give everybody a place to play and come and have fun. That's what it's about.
We know, pulling with Tri-County with their 235 cubic inch class, that when we go to Liberty or Powderly or wherever we take the V6, we know what we have. We weight it to what we want to run at, and that's what she runs at. So I've never complained about, oh, you guys need to consider, because I know John and Christy there, they've put in a 235 or they put in a V6 class. They just ain't had anybody show up. So
exactly.
we know where we're going. I mean, we go to your club or whoever's club. That's the rules. You come to Tri-County's club, and that's the rules. And that's what I try to tell people. Everyone wants to complain on whether they're behind times or whatever. Well, that's just the rules.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you guys have beat my mini rod, and I've been beat by other V6s, and it's everybody has their day, and if it was all about the horsepower or who looked the best, we wouldn't have to go have the event. But
well, that's our motto. We're gonna suck going down the track. We need to look good sucking.
I always like my tractors to look nice. At least I think they look nice, but then I'm scared that they won't run well.
So, no, we're looking. Like I said, this is going to be our first trip up. Always something that always come up for some stupid reason, but no, we're looking forward to come up and pulling with you guys, and again, seeing some new faces.
Chuck, what do you guys usually run your V6 at?
We just moved up to 1,800 pounds. We ran 1,750. The club just moved it up to 1,800 pounds this past fall, so we're going to run 1,800. And when we go down to Liberty next week, we will probably only be around the 1,800 pound, just to see what it's going to do. When we run the V6 with our Economods of Tri-County, we stay around the 1,800 or 1,850. So just throwing weights on it, we found out it throws it out of balance so bad that we can kind of keep a handle on it. So
and you can even stay competitive at that, just knowing your tractor, even being
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of times you're better off to run what you can run than to try to jump up and it throws your balance off and everything else. So, yeah.
But no, there's Tri-County, and I know we're talking. Tri-County has talked about talking with Brandon and Travis and them, and maybe running a couple 4-cylinder events coming up. So I know Ed's got something working. We'll see what's going on there with. I don't know if anybody's heard. I know you guys don't go there or pull there anyways, but the Macville Nationals, that's usually the first or second week of May, is canceled this year. Not gonna speculate on what happened, but there was some people that were injured at the end of a pull, got hit by a car, and I think one guy actually passed away. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but the NTPA or nothing will be in Macville this year.
Wow.
The first part I guess it's the first part of June, first weekend in June. So that event is totally canceled.
Well, and I hate to come off of that, but that's one of the things that we found is, with trying to open up the rules for everybody, that our main concern is all your safety rules. So make sure that you look at the rule books and you know what you need, and you have all the shielding that's there, needs to be there, and everything else. And we've had guys show up with no shielding, and we try to work with them as much as we can, but we can't let you go down the track if you're gonna risk injuring anybody either. So
right.
Well, if anybody lately has been following either the Garden Tractor Pull site or the Mini Rod site, you get a bunch of keyboard warriors on there, and whether it's gloves or if that thing blows up, you're not going to have any legs left. They're also not pullers either. Most of us have been around it long enough. We know And if something's going to blow up, it usually goes down, not backwards. But anything can happen. And I agree with you. With the alcohol and stuff, we should be wearing gloves and masks and all that.
One other thing on my website, if you've got questions about the stuff, if you go to the menu tab and to plan your stay, it's got all the tentative schedule for. We're going to have tech on Thursday from 3 to 8, and from on Friday and Saturday from 7 to 9, and then we'll start pulling each day at 10 o'clock. And then there's links there to the area hotels. So, book with the American or the Best Western and let them know you're coming to the Midwest Spring Super Bowl. And there's a link just below that for our rules, and the classes are listed above that. And then visit the sponsor pages as well. So we try to put as much information out there, everything we can on the website, so it's all in one easy place to find. In the years past, you had to sign in to register, and so that got a little confusing for some people. They tried to sign in, but you don't need to sign in this year.
And then, Rob, I'm going to circle back to you. If somebody wants to they can go right on your guys' Facebook page too to print out registration sheets, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. And if they have troubles, they can always also go on Facebook and message my sister, and she will send it to them.
Okay.
Why are you always pawning stuff off on other people, Rob? Come on, it's either
Because they do the same to me.
He's got tractors to work on.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly. I got a lot of work to do.
I think we all do.
Mm-hmm.
I hear through the grapevine you even have an outsider coming in and possibly getting some stuff from you.
That is a possibility.
Right?
There
Ain't throwing
there
names
might-
out, but I hear.
There might be a couple new ones out there running around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Always like good competition, right?
I don't.
Yeah, they might have a little different sound to them.
Cool.
I was really hoping to have last summer. My John Deere died in a really ugly wreck, and I was really hoping to have the new one done to go to Liberty, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be done to make any of these three. So maybe next year, but I'm hoping I can come play with you guys.
That'd be great.
You can always bring yours and pull them the small tire. They got up to 34-inch class in Liberty.
Yep. I thought about it. I think I'm going to stay home and try to keep working on the new tractor, though.
That sounds expensive. Go
Wow.
pulling instead.
The money's already spent, so
I hear you. I don't
the
know.
part that I'm missing is supposed to be here in the next 10 days. So we'll see if it shows up. Then that's the plan.
I don't know if you guys have ever stayed. There's only one hotel in Liberty, and what's it called? The Bedford Inn. Bedford Inn.
There you go. There you go.
And they're telling me in 26 the new hotel will be open. I don't know if it's a Best Western or what it is right there on the main drag.
Building the new one?
Not yet. 26 is supposed to be open, so
Gotcha.
that's what Adam was telling me. But I talked to Adam down there in Powderly and was talking about this pull, and he's like, "Yep, I'm going to run all classes both days," because he run just a few classes there on Friday last year, a couple 4-cylinder classes, and then a couple mini rod classes. So he's like,
Yep.
"I made the big jump." I'm like, "Well, you build it, they'll come." So I'm hoping that he'll have a good turnout there for Friday and Saturday, which I think they will.
I would think. I mean, it turned out being pretty full classes for them ones he was running Friday last year. We were all there anyway. So.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm
we all
glad
get
he
there
did
on Thursday anyways, normally. So
Yep.
I think I actually seen somebody post that there's going to be a couple guard tractor style parts vendors there that weekend too.
There has been somebody there every year. I don't remember who it is.
Yeah, Hackman's been there.
Is it Hackman?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hackman's been there last year, I thought, but this is somebody else. I didn't know the name of it, so
Gotcha.
Pretty sure it's the same one that was out Lebanon.
Oh, there you go.
River Valley or
Yeah, that metal guy, whatever, had the part.
Oh no, John England. Yeah, John England will be there with some of his stuff. But this was a garden tractor guy. He was showing wheelie bars and stuff.
okay.
But I don't know if anybody's seen Trayton Mallory that pulls with Tri-County.
Yeah.
He had a guy make shorter brake pedals. They're 3 inches shorter from the Willwood ones. So
Okay.
I'm hoping to have a couple sets of them with me. I'll bring it down. Really, really nice because the Willwoods ones are so long that you're trying to really get your feet. But I know he said he's supposed to have them Friday and get them shipped out to me. So if I don't get them on, at least I'll have them with me.
Sure.
Check them out. I know Justin Moore bought a set, and
He's supposed to be bringing me a set in Waterloo.
oh, is he okay?
Yeah, the pedals. It's the same thing on Rose's tractor. She has to pick up her foot so high. She said she almost gets a cramp in her leg. So I ordered a set for hers, and if she doesn't like them, we'll throw them on Jonathan's.
Yep.
Sure. Anything else you want to talk about, Matt?
I think I'm pretty covered. Thank you.
Yeah, no
No, thanks
problem.
for coming on. I know we're looking forward to coming up. Jonathan's almost got that damn hat wore out already that he got for Christmas. So
Yeah.
he wears that thing everywhere.
Good.
I don't know how many calendars you got left, but if you got any, but them are awesome.
I think I have one. We did
Really?
did 2 runs. We did the initial run. So every year we do a calendar for our sponsors. And so I think I did 25 the first time and 30 the second time. I think I've got one left. But
Okay.
yeah, they go pretty good.
Has Kyle Martin got a hold of you?
Larry did.
Larry did. Okay.
5 went Larry's way today.
I was gonna say, Kyle's like, yeah, now I gotta buy. I was sending him pictures. I'm like, oh, there's one. There's one.
Yeah, they kind of filled the calendar this year.
He goes, well, I gotta buy one now.
Yeah. That's Ron. All those photos are from Ron Zisler, and we thank him for that. And it's kind of fun to put that together. I was a little behind on it this year, but I like to try to get out and get it to all the sponsors right before Christmas. But it was early January this year. And it's like everything with even just putting on a poll, you learn something new every year and you do something a little bit different. So
Yep.
Yeah, Ron definitely does a great job at every event he goes to. I try to make sure he's acknowledged every time he goes. He doesn't charge for pictures or doesn't put watermarks on him, which he probably should start. I know
He did now.
Yep.
Oh, he did now.
Yeah. Last year at some point he started putting them on.
Okay, cool. But nope, does a lot of traveling, and heck, he's slept in horse barns and in his car and everything else.
Yep.
So, but a couple thousand pictures every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
End of last year he did.
There he goes. But no, I'm excited, and I kudos to you, Rob and Matt, for putting on these events. I'm hoping in the near future, I'm not going to stick my neck out too far right now, sleeping in the horse barn again in Liberty. But I'm hoping to have maybe an all mini rod event, maybe in 2026. Would like to get, 3 3 or 4 classes. We'll see. I'm going to talk with Brandon and Travis, maybe get the open 4 cylinders or something like that. More towards the end of the season before everybody gets in the field. But I think I can have a pretty good event. Want to have some pretty good payouts for everybody and go from there.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we might as well talk about the series, Travis. That'll start in Liberty with the second stop in New Richmond at the Spring Super Pole. And then the third hook will be down in Powderly, Kentucky, the Thanksgiving weekend. We did add 2 classes this year. We wanted to try to get some more motorcycle tractors in. So we do have some interest in at least the bigger one of them so far. I know I've got a couple guys that have said they wanted in on it. So anybody
I
else?
haven't really heard any 1250s. The 1250 class at 750 cc. I think the rules are actually 800 cc.
Yep.
At most of the places. Haven't heard much from them guys. There's enough of them usually there, from different areas. So, like to hear from some if they're interested in doing it. And, the motorcycle guys always want a lighter class. They didn't want to compete against the 1450 pounds. So, the next one that we found that every pull had was 1350 open. So that was one of our big things was we were trying to pick spots that had all 3 classes at it, and they were all the same rules to allow everybody to play the game.
Yeah, basically all the same. That's hard to do.
There's some like down south they let you run big tire, the 31-inch tire or whatever rules, and we just tell them if they want to switch tires for one hook, they're allowed to. Most of us run 26s. So, that question's been brought up. So it's the rules that are at the event, and pretty much the classes we chose have, everybody can fit them rules. So we'd like to keep adding and making it bigger, more events, and everybody gets their track stuff figured out and locations figured out. It'd be nice to keep adding.
Right.
We run into a lot of time stuff, and just different things, So, but no, and Matt makes some really cool trophies for us. He said he's got some ideas on the next ones.
Those are neat.
Yeah, Rob got to take one home.
Yep. Very nice.
So, but no, it's a nice competitive thing. We all seem to have fun doing it together. And you paid $100 to be in the series, and you pay your entry fees at the place that you're pulling. It's $100 for one time. This year's 6 hooks, 2 hooks at each event. So, basically do 100% payback. Last year was 100% payback. We had some added money. First place I think took home $1,500, if I remember right. So
yeah, yep.
Yep.
Anybody looking at doing some sponsoring? Obviously a class or the whole thing or whatever. I mean, obviously we'll advertise you, and if you want, and whatever for business or however you want it. But how we're doing it this year is the trophy money, whatever it costs us, comes right off the top per class. That's kind of how we're doing that. So entries per class minus what it costs for the trophies, and then the rest is 100% payback. We're not making any money on this. We're there anyway, so it's basically a little computer typing on our end, and that's about it. So picture taken for, we take a picture of the results, and that's how we get what we need to get. So
Yep.
we don't do anything that changes the polls for where we go. All the classes are already there. We're just trying to blend in and bring those promoters more tractors, more of a destination type place to go to pull and bring all the classes together to that one event. So that's kind of the goal. Try to get a group of people to move from one place to the other, and north to south and east to west. And like I said, we'd like it to grow. We just gotta go to the right places and get a bunch of guys together that want to do it. I mean, it's in the early stages, I guess.
Or you could be just like Rob and bring 6 tractors for one class. And
No, 3's plenty.
and just to help people out that might be watching that are interested, they're running the series inside of a series. So when you go wherever you place at that event, you will get that particular event's money, just the points for your series, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So you sign up at that place just like you would. You're pulling there, but ours is just the beginning of the year. You pay your $100, and that gets you in our series for payout for the end of the year. So, for individual events that you go to, you pay their fees and per class that you want to be in there. So, and then you get payout from them. So you win everything. You can be walking away with pretty good hands. So, but I think that 1,200 pound class or 1,250, I can't remember what it is right off the top of my head, but I think 1,000 cc most everywhere. I think maybe New Richmond is a little bit bigger than that, maybe right off the top of my head. But I think Peter was in that last year up there. So, but like I said, I think that's the only thing different. But you can't run it. You can't run a big motor in any other place. So it kind of limits you there. So, like I said, there's a little bit of difference. You got to watch all your rules from one end of the spectrum to the other. So look at all 3 events and make sure you fit before you sign up is all.
Do they have rules published somewhere for Liberty?
It all goes off of
Because I know in the past they've always let us pull our 800 in that 750 class, but I don't want to make any waves. I can't get to Liberty this year anyway, so I really don't want to make any waves. But
it's I think it's
I thought we looked down there and it was 800 at Liberty. That's how we come with that 800 number. I think the only one that was higher, because Rob, I think yours was at 750 or 800 too, but
It's 800.
yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm the one that talked everybody into the 800. So,
but I thought Peter pulled in that 1250 class with his Hayabusa, so maybe he wasn't supposed to be in there.
our 1250 goes up to 1500 cc's.
Yeah, so that was the one that was different.
That one threw me off. That was my fault.
Yeah. So
Yep. That's how our home club is. So
it's Waltrip's rules, isn't it, down there on that in Liberty? Isn't that what they go off of? The Dragon Wagon rules.
I think they might, but there's a bunch of classes on that garden tractor side that is something else. That's not.
I just meant for that class. I think that's what the rules are.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I'll try to get it found and published if it's somewhere. I know I found it before. I thought I got a picture of it, but I'll look again. So I'll get that out there so it's a little more clear. There is a poll that in June that is getting put on down at the Henry County Fair in Cambridge, Illinois. It's a Sunday. It sounds like everything's a go there. Our sled is one of the sleds. Galva's is the other. Ours is going to run. I think the pro stock tractors up through, or the super stock tractors up through the 1450 4-cylinders. And then the Galva side will have the garden tractors. I can't remember exactly every class, but it's 10, 12s, 14s, 16s, 18 to 20s, and then there's 25 class as well. We'll try to get rules posted on that for sure, but that's at 10 a.m. on the 22nd of June. So I'd like to see some guys show up there. That should be, sounds like a pretty good track. I think ITPA pulls there, I believe.
One of the things, Brandon, that my original thought with our whole calendar thing was that anybody could put dates on that calendar. So one thing you did, if anybody that got one this year, you'll notice it went January to April, and next year it's going to go April to April. And so my goal is that anybody that comes to the Super Bowl and wants to have their events on that calendar, I know that that's really tough to get some of them nailed down that early, but there's, everybody's got ones that they go to every year, and you have a pretty good idea. If you get a hold of me early in the year, we'll get them on that calendar. It's just something that we can do to help everybody know where some of these bigger shows are, and maybe they'll grow all these shows a little bit.
Rob, are you guys at the Iowa State Fair again this year?
Yes, everything there sounds like it's a go. They're just trying to pinpoint time of start, and I think it's still going to be around the 16th of August. I don't know the exact date yet.
Hey, we found the best page on the calendar.
Oh gosh.
Who's driving?
That was me on the tractor that day.
Oh, ain't the best picture. Your other should have been on it.
Yeah. Probably a picture of Lebanon would have made a good calendar picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A few flames.
Yeah.
At least Jarita's face.
Right.
Get me off of this thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Travis, on the state fair, I think it's Friday, August 15th.
Good.
And then we've got a pull literally probably an hour and a half north of Des Moines on the 16th up the road there, up the interstate. So
Okay.
tried to schedule those so they're back to back. A lot of people stay down that way and just go straight to the next one.
Yeah, we got Browntown, Wisconsin the next day, but yeah, I want to try to make it out there to the big fair. We're trying to get our schedule finished up.
I guess Rob, Travis, how is your guys' schedules coming?
We're pretty much staying pretty close to the same. We've added one more place, I think. And I had just talked to Matt on the St. Charles one. I think we're back out there again on Wednesday. That's the same week as Wyoming. I haven't heard yet if we're booked for that one, whatever. But that was a pretty good pull out there for what the situation was. We had fun out there in St. Charles. Huh? I think it's Wednesday night, ain't it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday night.
It's a Wednesday night, yeah.
Yep.
Really good guys out there, and fun pulling Matt's club, and had a lot of tractors on our Wednesday night,
Yeah.
And we all
Got mini
loaded
rods
up.
out there too, Matt.
Yeah.
We ran mini rods. That was the first time you guys hooked our size of mini rods on there, wasn't it, Travis?
Yeah. And,
When's that one?
Is
July 9th.
Yeah.
So Got
Yeah,
good
so we
feedback
have-
on the sled. I think everything went good there. The track helped us there on the first time, and we did hook them again in Hillsboro and had decent there too. So, which looks like our Hillsboro is going to happen again for Labor Day. So, could be got a lot of hooks again. Seems to always happen.
Yep.
Kind of makes it a little hard to get away during the summertime to make it everybody else's because we all jump on the same weekend.
Yeah. I think we're gonna try and come play with you guys a little bit more this summer.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's falling in line. We got some contracts back, and on Lone Rock, we're doing 2 clubs down to Lone Rock this year for the, what do we call that, Lone Rock Nationals or something?
Yeah, the Lone Rock Summer Nationals, I believe Brian Zabel.
Fall Nationals. Fall Nationals.
Fall Nationals. There you go.
Yeah. So
That'll be, what is the date on that?
September 21, I think.
September
20th.
20th. Saturday, September 20th. So yeah, that'll be a fun time again.
So Prairie's got 2 new poles this year too. Hawkeye
we
Downs.
got the same pole except for those 2 at the end, and they're back to back. And Hawkeye Downs is bringing in dirt on the front stretch of the half-mile asphalt track,
Okay.
and then the next day, Tri-State Raceway has always had a tractor pulling track in
Yep.
front of the bleachers right next to the drag strip. So
Yeah.
we have one there on that Saturday.
Cool.
Does
So-
Tri-State have anything else going on that weekend?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Don't believe so. I think they got a big summit race either the week before. I think it is. So
Hmm.
Ought to be done with harvest by then, shouldn't you, Brandon? October 10th?
Well, in the middle of it.
Yeah. If it's anything like last year, should be about done, right?
We were done by the 15th, so
So
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and Labor Day, we have 2 hooks ourselves on Labor Day. Brandon has 1. He played with us in Hillsboro or Kendall. There's 2 clubs in Kendall, side by side there. That's on Saturday morning. And then we drive down to Gratiot and play down there at Brandon's club on Sunday, which that's a really good pull. They pull next to the ATV trail, and you got a whole line of side by sides watching you all day. We head back up to Hillsboro and pull on Labor Day in Hillsboro, which I imagine we'll have that big tire class again for Matt's club. So
We'll be there this year.
that's a pretty good time. It's a full fun weekend.
yeah, a lot of up and down. 2 hours south, 2 hours north again. So
Right. Just the way it works out, unfortunately.
that's every event for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had Bundy. He come and pulled, and Doug brought his diesel up to Hillsboro. So yeah.
We'll watch the kids watering the track this year in Hillsboro.
Yeah.
They got a little overzealous on the water.
I was just looking at our tri-counties that isn't posted or anything, but they're tentative for July. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hooks in 14 days.
So just to kind of clarify on that 1,200-pound class of our series, it is the 1,200-pound class in New Richmond. So it does. You can go to 1,500 cc. It's not the 1,150.
Yeah.
So That way it matches up with Kentucky better as far as weight class goes.
About how many did you have in your series last year? I know you had more events, but how
18
many?
signed up?
We had 18 tractors signed up, I think it was.
Nice.
So, yeah, and we had 7 hooks, 18 tractors. So,
In 3 classes, right? Then
in
last
one
year?
class,
We just had
We-
one class last
we had
year.
1450 last year.
Oh, just one class. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then most of the time, anywhere from 12 to 15 were there. You know, there's a few polls that all of them were there.
Yep.
So I think New Richmond, they were all there. Powderly, they were all there. Lebanon was about the only one that I think we had 13 tractors there. Otherwise, the rest of them were pretty much all there.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
they followed it pretty good. So,
Yep. Good commitment there.
and
Yeah, that's what we thought. It turned out real good, you know.
And the bike guys thought they wanted to compete more in, you know, that lighter class. And, you know, and then we said, well, there's enough 750s running around out there. There always seems to be 25, 30 tractors in the 750 class,
Yep.
you know, so we thought we'd throw that in there. And we'll see if they want to travel. You know, there's a lot down there in Kentucky, you know.
Yep.
If we can get a bunch of them Kentucky guys that come up and help New Richmond out, you know, and get some more hooks in New Richmond, you know, that's kind of what we kind of looked at, was just trying to get a group of guys to show up and help out other places. So,
Very cool.
All you guys can do is try. I mean, I've been there. You guys are trying to make something happen, and I mean, it's all you can do is try and try to invite people and get them to come. And like you say, you're just trying to bring more people to events, and you'll give them a little extra money to win by doing it. And like I said, I give you guys all the credit in the world. I'm hoping a year or so we'll be running it. I need Jonathan to get a little bit older first before I start yanking him out of school more for that. And I'd like to have the tractors done and running good first. So
ours are still sitting out here in pieces. The only thing that's probably ready to go is a couple twins and a stalker. Yeah, we probably got to change oil on them yet, but
Did you get your
Turbines.
mount made for your third turbine yet? I mean, how was that project going?
turbine's still sitting there with one engine off, and hoping this weekend to get the engine put back on and fire it and see how much other problems we have. And that'll tell the tale on what we're doing. And I got a 2.3 that needs a head gasket, and yeah, we got a lot of work to do. And I don't know, we're 10 days away or something, they said. Might as well be 5 or 4, you know.
Right.
So it'll be a push. Work's been busy. And then we, you know, went on vacation for a week, and then we went for another week going big tractor pulling, and just a lot of time, you know.
Priorities.
Then you get sick, and, you know.
Yep.
And you really feel like doing stuff when you get home.
Yeah. And then it's 20 below outside, or 27 below this morning. So it makes you really want to work all day and come home and work on tractors. So, you know, and like I said, get behind on work, been behind for a while anyways, and just everybody's busy. You got all these ideas on what you want to do to tractors, and then time shows up. You know, but at least I got some motors, you know, that was a big thing. Getting some motors around, and hopefully have a couple extra. But we'll see when we get them fired up and find out what's wrong, you know. So, yeah.
they tell you how long have the motors
Sounds like
been sitting?
everybody's got stuff apart. Still.
You know, the motors I got, they're coming out of decommissioned planes. You know, all I really look at is runtime on them. You know, the sitting part of it, I don't care. It's how many times they've started. They got a start counter on them, and I can't remember. I think the one that blew up on the tractor, I think had 2,900 starts on it, if I remember right.
Wow.
So it's been fired a few times. So, and still ain't really for sure what happened yet. But just got to look into some stuff. So, but I got some of that maple syrup stuff here somewhere. I ain't sure where it is. Oh, she says here right
I'm
next to
out,
me.
but I requested some from in April.
Yeah.
I got some Dominican stuff over here next to me, but yeah,
A
yeah,
couple shots of each, you'll be good for the night.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That alcohol stuff gets to you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you definitely feel it. So seems
Anybody
like
else?
every time I come back from down there, it gets sick.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
Anybody
last year I
else
was
got
sick
any
for
big
2 days.
polls they want to talk about during the summer or anything that you know of that you're going to have? You want to try to promote? Going to bed?
Night.
Night, Paul.
Night.
Oh,
did Rob buy a bigger trailer to fit all them new tractors, or what?
No, Rob don't have new tractors. Rob has 3 still and a new chassis in the works to replace one of them.
Yeah,
But there's also some other engines in the works for a few people.
oh yeah.
So spend a little bit of time getting them running right.
yeah.
So
All adds to the fun.
yeah, but it should be fun. Actually, I look forward to that part.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. I had a good time. It's great to hear about everybody's plans for this year and get you looking forward to going to the next one. You know, we got quite a few polls here to hit in the next couple months, and it's going to be fun.
Mhm.
Just hoping we can get everything ready to go and everything stays together. And I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, I know Jonathan. After last year, Jonathan can't wait. So as long as we have one tractor running, we're coming to both events. So we might show up with a lot less than I want, but we'll be there. Even if we don't have tractors, we're coming up to watch. So
Yep. Like I say, pulling's kind of the side effect of it. Really, I mean, we have a lot more fun just hanging around and having a good time. So
Yeah. Foot races and everything else, you know.
mhm.
Yep.
Yep. Anybody need anything? Brandon, fuel, anything before next week? Let me know.
I got to go get all my fuel. I know that.
When are you going to get that, Brandon?
It'll probably end up being maybe Saturday. I got to talk to Andrea.
Because I talked to her about getting some. She's like, just send a container down with Brandon. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I think he's coming. God, this was last week. She's like, I think he's coming in like 2 days. I'm like, I can't get a container to him that quick.
Yeah, I told her
So,
hopefully this week, but yeah, it's got to be this end of this week here sometime. So
okay.
I know
Yeah,
Carson's
just-
got some ordered too. I got to take cans down.
Yep. I ordered fuel as well.
You got cans from Carson already?
Not from him, but I have a couple sitting. I probably got an extra one. I don't know
If you've got an extra one, can you give me 5 gallons?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 gallons in it now. If you'll take that, just trying to get that thing to start.
If it takes 5 gallons to get it to start, it ain't coming.
When we went to Powderly, Daryl and I, trailered down together, and I took 15 gallons for him and I for just the 2 tractors, and put the last 3 drops in on his last run. I thought, holy cow, 15 gallons of fuel in a weekend. That's
Yeah.
but,
I know the first time we fired Thor up, it took 5 gallons of fuel
yep.
before we got it running right and running.
Yep.
But they
Them
get
things-
thirsty.
Cool. Yeah.
Lean it out. 5 gallons will last me all weekend for 3 of them.
Yeah.
Not me.
You know,
That V6 burns more fuel than my V8 does.
Isn't that
I
amazing?
don't doubt that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We usually don't take more than 5 gallons for everything for the whole weekend either.
Yeah.
You can dang near run that snowmobile tractor on a gallon for the full year.
I believe
Way more than that.
Need fuel.
Maybe you need a squirt bottle in the front. We get about 5 gallons a weekend on Thor, and the American
Oh,
is usually about how it works out. So, but you definitely can buy 55 gallons a lot cheaper than you can buy 5 gallons at a time.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You know, 5 gallon will cost you $110, and you can buy 55 for $300. You know,
Mhm.
so they definitely get the little guy.
Yeah.
So.
Ours is between the 2 tractors, it's 4 gallons a pass. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I do have to say I don't get sponsored by my fuel guys or anything like that, but with however Renegade is drying their methanol, I have not cleaned the carburetor, knock on wood, out of Megan's since our last hook.
There's definitely a difference. I heard VP is better than they used to be as far as chalking wise.
Yep.
Because I switched from VP to Renegade just to get rid of that problem. And it is totally different. At least it was.
Right.
I just got tired cleaning it all the time.
Yep.
To run another fuel through it or whatever is a pain in the butt.
Yep. It's called laziness. On
Uh-huh.
my part, it's lazy.
Mhm. I don't have that kind of time. Sorry. I should have, but I don't.
Yeah.
And the next guy, in our club, he's taking the carburetor off after every event, and I'm like, too much work. I need to go back to 12 stock, regular gas.
No.
I heard Rob Long makes all that power on 87.
That's right. They're set on econo mode.
Well, I'd take
Fuel's
some
too
of that.
expensive. Can't run that much. At $27 a gallon, what do you expect?
Exactly.
At least it doesn't smell like some of the other ones.
No, you're right. There's some that are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're up to an hour and 15 minutes almost. So
Yeah.
Yep.
appreciate everybody jumping on. Good seeing everybody. Rob, Travis, Brandon, see you guys probably next weekend.
Yep.
Matt,
hopefully.
looking forward to coming up, spending the weekend up there in the North Country with you guys.
Yep.
Of course, Waterloo's out for us. We run the wrong stuff.
You
Can't
can take
the
you
rules.
can take some spark plugs out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I told you I don't like to work on them.
Oh.
So I'm gonna sign off. Good seeing everybody. Oh, there we go. I'll
Yeah.
tell you a quick story. Back in, I think it was 18 or 19 when we went out to the Keystone Nationals. I run pro system stuff, and I was going to be smarter than everybody else, and I run some of that M5. That's some nasty stuff. I went up 26 jet sizes in that V6 to run that M5.
Wow.
So I ran it from my garage to the trailer and took it out. I'm like, nope. I changed all the jets back. I'm like, I ain't running that crap. That killed me. I drove it in the trailer. I was in a cast at the time. Drove it in the trailer and I couldn't get out of the trailer fast enough. Well, took my breath. That stuff is nasty.
You know,
All right, guys. You guys have a great week. Try and stay warm. And we will see you all later.
yep. See you,
See you
Chuck.
later.
was
Thanks
good.
everybody
See
for tuning in.